You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, you guys know, especially you longtime subscribers, I am a lifelong 49ers fan. That's sort of how this channel evolved, was covering the Niners, into the Patriots, into the Bucks, Brady, Shanahan, of course, everything. Trey Lance, yikes. Boy, that was a miss. If they could trade him away right now, they probably would, to be quite honest with you. But because of his injury and everything going on there, they're kind of forced to hang on to Trey Lance right now because, yeah, they pretty much know that probably hasn't worked out. I still think eventually maybe to the Titans is where Trey Lance ends up. But they also know that if they were to try to deal Trey Lance right now, they're getting a fifth for him. Maybe. More like a sixth. Maybe. Also, do not sleep on Sam Darnold in Niners land. Shanahan has liked Darnold for a while, a few seasons. Okay, and they pursued him when the Panthers got him. Okay, so that's something to think about. But Brock Purdy will be the man provided he's healthy. So Kyle Shanahan has come out, and the 49ers have addressed something that we've covered a lot on this channel, and that's Lamar Jackson and his situation, his plight, so to speak. And, well, Kyle Shanahan shot these rumors because, yeah, the Niners have percolated. A lot of the national media have done the whole Lamar Jackson is perfect for the Niners, except he's not. And neither was Trey Lance. And that's why Kyle Shanahan, and we have since found out what was fact. Fact, Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. Fact, John Lynch and others in the organization wanted Trey Lance. Well, Mac Jones could have run Kyle Shanahan's offense. He knows that. He knows Sam Darnold can run it. He knew Jimmy Garoppolo could run it. He's less worried about having a mobile quarterback rather than just a quarterback that can work his way through progressions and through an offensive route tree. So let's do this. NBC Sports Bay Area. Shanahan addresses 49ers potential Jackson interest amid chatter. And you can add the 49ers to the list of teams that have shut Lamar Jackson out officially. Kyle Shanahan preferred to take the easy way out when he was asked this week at the NFL annual meeting in Phoenix if the 49ers had any interest in quarterback Lamar Jackson. The coach answered, quote, "I'm not allowed to talk about players on other rosters, but Jackson isn't under contract to the Ravens. He's their non-exclusive franchise player, and he's currently a free agent allowed to speak with other teams and have other teams speak to and about him." When assured nothing he said could get him in trouble with the NFL for tampering, Shanahan made it clear the 49ers doesn't include a pursuit of Jackson as far as their plans go this offseason. Quote, "Everyone knows Lamar's skill set," Shanahan said. Quote, "Lamar's a stud. I'm sure they'll work it out there, but Lamar's a great player. I'm starting to believe his only option is to go back to the Ravens. I'm starting to believe that unless he starts backing way off of demands and probably gets an agent, it's going to be Ravens or bust here. It truly is." Quote, "We've got 3 quarterbacks. We're pretty good right now, and we're pretty set with how we've built our roster salary cap-wise. Jackson, the 2019 NFL MVP, reportedly is seeking a contract worth $50 million guaranteed per season. The 49ers have encountered more than their share of injuries at quarterback in recent years, and Jackson's production fell off dramatically the past 2 seasons as he missed 10 games with ankle and knee injuries. Since 2021, Jackson has thrown 33 touchdowns with 20 interceptions. That's not good. While posting a 88.9 passer rating. So that's over 2 seasons, and you can best be aware every team knows that. Meanwhile, the 49ers have 3 quarterbacks on the roster who combined account for $14 million on the team's 2023 salary cap. Brock Purdy played well enough in 8 games at the end of his rookie season to earn the starting job, Shanahan and general manager John Lynch said this week. However, Purdy faces approximately 6-month period after elbow surgery for his full clearance to resume playing football. Trey Lance, the number 3 overall pick in 2021, and newly signed Sam Darnold are expected to take a bulk of the practice snaps in the offseason and training camp. Well, and they got a slew of players, that they've got to start thinking about re-signing, including Bosa. So that's one reason they're not looking to add that kind of salary or any kind of salary of substance at quarterback to the actual to the salary cap. And by the way, I did hear Chris Sims believes that the 49ers could actually be that team that has decided they think they may not need an elite quarterback. They may have just decided we think we can win with almost any quarterback out there, and I don't think that includes Trey Lance for all. They were also brought up the Trey Lance truthers, kind of an odd bunch that's just popped up out of nowhere. These people that are dead set on sticking with Trey Lance, and look, it hasn't worked out. And people that I fully trust have been to their training camps, been around their practices, and been around the preseason games and things like that. The kid did not turn out to be what they thought he was going to be, and it's kind of odd because I'm not going to say I'm fully on board with Bill Parcells' old quarterback rules, but I will say this. Some of those quarterback rules I think are very valid, like, playing 30 games in college. I don't necessarily care about the senior part, but playing 30 games, winning, 20 to 25 of them, a 60. He wanted a 60% completion percentage. That's an old formula. I'd want something more like 64 and up, 65 and up. But it's kind of weird. Brock Purdy checks all 7 criteria that Bill Parcells had for a successful quarterback. So it's kind of odd, but the old school really kind of shone through. And the one thing we know from the Shanahans, they drafted RG3, and in the same draft, they drafted Kirk Cousins. Old school, kind of the same pocket passing pedigree for that offense. The Shanahans didn't trust RG3. They didn't. They didn't trust that he was going to be the long-term guy, so they drafted Kirk Cousins as a backup. And to this day, I wonder, as important as this position is, why the NFL has not shifted how they look at quarterbacks. If you don't have one, I swear to God, if you got 8 picks, I draft 2 every single draft till I got it right. I mean, one of them is bound to eventually hit. You know what I'm saying? In case you're wondering, I mean, truly, I think maybe the Colts eventually. But look, he's talking about if he backs off the fully guaranteed thing from Deshaun Watson, he wants Deshaun Watson's guaranteed money, okay? Do you know what that means, folks? He wants $230 million guaranteed. Really? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He may be waiting forever. I mean, he's not getting $230 million guaranteed. I mean, so in other words, yeah, he's willing to accept $275, but he wants $230 guaranteed. Forget it. I mean, owners around the league are just throwing their hands up. Now, do I think there's teams out there that could use Lamar? Sure. Colts, Commanders. I mean, if you're Ron Rivera and you come out and you're like, we're good with Sam Howell, I mean, what that tells you is there's things at work here that they consider Lamar's situation so jacked up that even the teams that absolutely need quarterbacks are saying it's so jacked up even we can't touch it. Too much money involved, no agent. I mean, ludicrous amount of money involved and no agent. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.